Hey guys, welcome back to Diary of Sa. I wanted to give you guys 5 tips to self-care. I have my notes here with me so I don't forget nothing. But yeah, the first tip to self-care is learning how to say no. And when I say learn how to say no, I don't mean like be selfish and like always say no, but I mean like when no is appropriate. Like for example, like if someone asks you like to borrow some money or to like ask you for help in any way, and you're like going out of your way to give them help and taking from yourself to give them help, but at the end of the day you don't have enough for yourself, that's not an appropriate time to say yes, because it's like you went out of your way to give them your last and now you don't have nothing for yourself. And like half of the time, sometimes they don't even have it to give it back to you or to help you when you need it. So you need to know like when no is appropriate and who you should say no to and when to say no. It's all about discernment and how you like, you just gotta learn how to discern the situation. That's how I should put it. The second tip I wanted to give you guys is it is okay to cancel plans like with your friends or whoever. It is okay to cancel plans if you feel like you are too tired, or if you're just not feeling up to it, you're just feeling really drained. Don't feel obligated to continue on with those plans if you're just not feeling up to it. Like, get that sleep that you need, get the rest that you need, clean up if you need to. Like, if whatever the reason is that you cancel those plans, it is okay to do it. Just reschedule. I mean, some people may be upset, but that's on them. They choose to be upset, so that's on them. But as long as you get what you need, it is okay. The third tip that I wanted to give you guys is if you have a 9 to 5, and of course some people, they have 9 to 5s and they want to be there for the rest of their lives. They want to get promoted and like continue with that 9 to 5. But if that's not you and you just have a 9 to 5 just to like, get by until you're able to make your hobbies your career, don't sell yourself out. Don't always work. 40 hours is enough. If you want to work less, then that's even better. But like more than 40 hours, selling yourself out, always there, always saying yes whenever they need somebody. Please do not sell yourself out. Give yourself enough time to work on your hobby so that you can have a new job or like turn your hobbies into a paycheck. Don't just, like I said, don't just spend all your time there. Give that place your all, especially if you do not plan on being there for the rest of your life. It's just not good. It's not healthy. You will want to have time so that you can perfect your crafts, perfect your hobbies, have time, build your business if that's what you want to do. Go to school if you need to, but don't put work over anything. It's just not worth it. At the end of the day, if you were to die or if you were to quit, they can easily replace you. They will easily replace you fast, quick, in a heartbeat like that. So don't put them before nothing, especially if they're not going to put you first. They don't care. So you really shouldn't care. Like, I understand like we have bills to pay, but there's ways around it. You can find a way. Like I said with the first tip, it's all about your discernment. You have to like know. You just got to be knowledgeable, but don't sell yourself out. The fourth tip that I wanted to give you guys is learn to love your solitude. And what I mean by that is learning to enjoy your own company. Just learning how to like, bask in your own energy and entertain yourself, spend time with yourself, learn how to learn who you are. And the only way you can really do that is by spending time with yourself. Other people can give you opinions about who you are from them looking outside in, but the only way that you can really self-reflect and to really learn who you really are is spending time alone and by yourself. Take yourself out on a lunch. It's okay to go on a lunch date by yourself. It's okay to go to the movies by yourself one day. It's okay to spend your day at home, just doing whatever you plan to do. Write some things out, talk to yourself. Not like crazy talk to yourself, like two-way conversation, but like, like ask yourself questions, like, do I actually like this? Do I actually want to do this? Like, actually, like, consider the things. And just basically like spending time with yourself is going to be healthy. You can grow from it. You can work on like your toxic behaviors. Everybody have like a few toxic behaviors, even if it's not extreme, or you may not feel like it's extreme. nobody's perfect. Everybody has something that may be toxic to the next person, whether you feel like it's toxic to you. And you can't really learn that unless you really spend time by yourself and actually self-reflect. The fifth one that I want to speak about, and the most important one that I feel is most important, is unapologetically remove anybody out of your life if you feel like they are being a liability instead of an asset. And what I mean by that is, if you feel like somebody is taking more from you instead of like it being mutual or with no reciprocation, and you feel like it's draining you and it's not working for you and it's just too much for you to handle, it is okay to remove that person out of your life without any explanation. They don't just, I mean, some people feel like they do deserve an explanation, but if you feel like it is better for you, then you really don't have to give nobody an explanation. That's just how life goes. Like, we can do things, it's our life, we can do things without explanation, especially if that person is bringing a lot of negativity into your life. I understand, like, some people, they just need to grow, but you never know. Like, they might need you to remove them out of their life in order for them to grow. You just never know. So, yeah. I did want to touch on one other thing. It's not really a tip to self-care, but I noticed, like, I mean, a lot of times, like, when people get out of relationships, they say time will heal your broken heart, or like just when anything bad happens and somebody's like sad or like heartbroken, they always says like time will heal, time will heal, time will heal. But in my opinion, I really do not believe time heals anything, because if you keep depending on time to heal something, eventually 2 years will pass and you would still be heartbroken or sad the way that you were the previous 2 years, especially if you haven't taken the proper steps to, like, you know, heal yourself, to self-reflect, you know, really get to know yourself, really, you know, work on those wounds, whatever way that it works for you. You have to really take steps. It's going to be hurtful and it's going to be painful, so painful, but I promise you, like, at the end of it, it'll be better. Don't just sit there thinking that time is going to heal it, because it won't. Time doesn't heal nothing. Time will continue to move forward like it does every day. For anybody, whether you're heartbroken or not, time is going to do what it does. That's just what time is, but it definitely doesn't heal. All it does is continue to go forward. Time is not your therapist. I can't stress that enough. It just won't. So thank you guys for listening. I think that's all I have right now. I hope I wasn't too serious. Thank you. Thanks for listening. I hope these help somebody. I'm not sure who this is for. Maybe it's for myself. I'm probably recording this for myself, because a lot of these things I had to learn on my own, and it took a lot to learn this, especially saying no, especially when it comes down to family members. So remember, learn how to say no. It is okay to cancel plans if you feel like you need to do something concerning yourself that's more important. Don't sell out to your 9 to 5 unless you are the type of person that wants to be there for the rest of your life and, like, you know, wants to get promoted or whatever. Learn to love your solitude. Spend time with yourself and self-reflect. Unapologetically remove anybody who you feel is bringing too much negativity into your life. And most importantly, this is not really a tip, but time doesn't heal anything. It just doesn't. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a blessed day.